pops into your mind, you just say it. Like, whatever, that's not cute.
Yeah,
I don't know. You don't need to be bragging about that shit. Like,
no.
I don't like it. This ridiculous, and I don't understand why people. I don't know if it's social media, if people have always been that way and just more aware of it because of social media, or I don't know if it's because of social media, people trying to look cute, or I don't know what it is, or people like somebody says it and it catches on, or I'm not sure what it is. All I know is I never noticed it before. I notice it now, and I don't like it.
Yeah, you just don't like when people brag.
No, if you're bragging about something like your accomplishment, or like if you got all A's, or you made the dean's list, or your kid did that, or something like accomplishments, brag on. I will brag too. Or even if you did something good, you brag about that. But bragging about things that you should be ashamed of, things that's a flaw, something that you should be working on to improve. Like, I don't like that kind of bragging. No, that's ridiculous, and that shows me what kind of person you are too. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I can't say that I've seen the same thing. I have noticed that people say stuff like that, but I don't think that that's their true feelings. I just think that that's just what they're saying.
You think they're just saying it and they don't really mean it?
No, I just think that they're just saying it because that's how they feel at that moment, and that's just not how they feel 24/7.
So, okay, so you never heard people talk about they have no filter? And you don't think they mean that they say inappropriate things, and that's the reason why is because they have no filter, and it's
I've heard people say that before, but I've also heard people say that they have no filter, and that doesn't mean that they just say whatever whenever. Maybe it means that they're just real, they're honest, they're straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that they just, will just say anything, anytime, all the time, but maybe that they're just direct and straightforward, and they'll just shoot the shot straight.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know, I hope that people would not be bragging about these things. That's not something to brag about, but
I'm gonna start tagging you every time every time I see somebody bragging. I don't know if I can, because some of them just like unless we have friends in common, I don't know if I can tag you, but I'm just gonna start tagging you every time I see people talking about no filter and something petty or whatever.
Right. Because I've used that. I've used the petty hashtag before under something that I've said or whatever, but I'm not like celebrating or bragging about it. It's just like, hey, I'm recognizing that what I've just said was petty, and it is what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay, so now it is time for the 4 Ds.
Mm-hmm.
Dejan's dating do. Oh, excuse me, not Dejan. Dejan's. You do realize, in my defense, that
you've been saying like that forever.
Not just that. That like almost every place else in the world where there's a D and an E and a apostrophe, it's pronounced day. Like in France and like Spanish and like almost everywhere.
Day.
That's pretty much pronounced day. Yeah.
You sure it's not pronounced de?
No.
Like Dejan? D-E?
No,
de?
it's pronounced day.
De?
Day.
You're saying day.
I know.
Like
that's
de.
what I'm
saying. De, like D-E. De. Not da.
Okay. So.
That's da. De and da. Here
we go.
What?
All right, whatever your name is, take it.
You know what?
Dee.
You know what? What's up, world? It's your girl, Dejan, in the building, and you already know what time it is. I'm not here to play no games with Dino today about my name. You can call me what you want, Dejan, Dijon, DD, but one thing you got to know is I got the T on the love advice, okay?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I do. So
spell it.
Hello, I'm a GPS shoot through your love life real quick, okay? So if you're listening here with me today, that means you made a right at master dating, a left at telephone etiquette, went straight up ass avenue, and now you here with me. Wow. All right? So this week, I want to tell you guys about giving face. You know, going down south with the mouth.
Head clinic.
You know what I'm talking about. Head. Belly. You know what I'm saying. Good old-fashioned moral oral. And I know some people out there right now are listening to what me and Dino got to say, and y'all got y'all faces turned up. I can see y'all. I can see you. But don't worry. I'm going to help you guys out with that, all right? I know that a lot of people out there are not confident, but I hope after these tips you feel more confident. And if you still need to practice, I encourage you to reach out to me. I won't charge you much, but I can definitely think I will help you out, all right? So here we go. So number one, when you are going to go downtown, you know what I'm saying? If you're feeling a little bit leery, you know what I'm saying? This is what I suggest you do. Inspect and protect. Okay? That means check that thing out. It's so important to do your own examination. I know you're not a doctor or a nurse. Maybe you are. Maybe you are a doctor. Maybe you are a nurse. But a lot of people are not. I'm not. But guess what? I'm going to still do an exam. So that's what I do. That's what I suggest you do. Okay? Go down there for your own sanity. Okay? You don't want to be thinking like, dang, what was that? Did I even look? Blah, 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 blah. Look, check it out. There are so many things you can do to protect yourself. Oral condoms, whatever you do. But at least check the basics. Smells, bumps, drips. All right? Those are all no-goes. So check those things out. Number two, after you've done your due diligence and you're about to get into it. Get into it. All right. Don't be going down there like you got put on a timeout. Go down there like a champ, like an animal in the jungle, a lion or lioness. Get into it. Do you have a gag reflex? Well, guess what? Go find out. Be confident and most importantly, have fun, okay? Don't be afraid. Attack that thing. Jump on it. Get in there, all right? Do what you know you got to do, all right? Number three, if you have a phobia, fix it. If you have any hang-ups, take it off the hanger, all right? Whatever your hang-up is, there's a remedy. If it's too wet, have a towel. If it's too dry, wet it. If you think it's not clean, wash it. Take a sexy couples bath. Anything you can do to set the mood and make you feel comfortable about the act. Because I know you enjoy it and you know that your partner will enjoy it. So let's compromise and make it happen, okay? Also, communicate. Let your partner know what you're expecting beforehand and ask what they're expecting and then set boundaries. If you're not comfortable with, you know, certain acts or certain things, maybe you only want to suck on the tip, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you only want to lick a little the clit, I don't know, whatever it is. Communicate that with your partner so they don't try to just stick the whole thing in your mouth. That's what I'll do.
Dick so big it's like a foot is in your mouth.
Because if you don't set no boundaries with me, I'm just going to sit on your face and hope you don't die because you didn't tell me nothing. So set boundaries with your partner. That is very, very important. Okay? But the most important part, and it's a big part, and it's actually the part you've been working towards, okay? The climax. Be prepared. Have a game plan. Be ready for what's about to happen, okay? Don't act surprised. Don't act like you just got shot with a 22. You grab your chest, grab your eye and shit. Don't be doing all the extra dramatics, okay? Take it like a champ or be prepared. You know what's going to happen. Move your ass out the way or stop. I don't know. But whatever it is, be prepared for your partner to want you or want a nap, okay? But when it happens, be prepared. Don't duck and cover, all right? Embrace it. And I cannot stress this enough. Please, please, please out there, men, women, get on your knees or your stomach or your side. However you like to do it, it's fine. Just close your eyes after you checked everything out, of course, and enjoy it. Enjoy it. And who knows, you might just like it.
You need a nigga that's gonna put it in your mouth.
Or a woman. And that's it for me this week, you guys. Thank you so, so much. And always remember, if you guys have any questions, any tips you want to know about, do not forget to hit us up here at the Shiznit Show. You guys can reach out to us on our social medias here directly on iTunes, Spotify, Red Rock Network, everywhere that you can find us. And I will be glad to teach you what you need to know and help you guys out.
Ooh, that was hot.
Yeah, thank you.
That was hot.
I told you, remember we had the guy he called in. And
No, I know.
Yeah.
I knew
so that's shout out to our listeners that came in with that question right there. So I hope that helps, and I hope y'all get some good head out there. I really enjoy it. So it was my pleasure doing this one. I had to do some research. So thank you guys out there for that.
All right. And now it's time for KJ's HQ. Okay, so this week we do have a hypothetical again. We haven't had a hypothetical in a while. Dealing with real life stuff. You and your mate plan a couple's vacation with two other couples for 1 week. Couple number one pays for the entire week stay at a villa. Couple number two covers all the airline costs, and you and your mate pay for the rental car and food stock for 6 at the villa. One mate in couple number two has an accident the day before and can't go to have surgery on their foot. They feel they should be refunded from the other couples for flight costs since they didn't go at all. Should they be?
So the scenario says that the person has an accident and no, you don't get your money back. No, sorry.
Yeah, I would say if you guys, first of all, let's talk about the way that they got this shit divided up. That's weird as fuck, right?
Super weird.
Isn't that weird?
It's so
Who
weird.
does that?
I don't know.
Because
you cover your own expenses.
Yeah, it's like now I have gone on trips with couples and friends, whatever, and for whatever, because sometimes for logistics, it's easier if one person does the arrangements and puts it on their card or whatever else, and then you just divide everything.
Right.
But the cost of airline versus, accommodations versus food, they're so different.
Right.
So it's not balanced that way.
No, yeah.
So it's just like, okay, if you want to divide and conquer, to make the planning easier so it's not all on one person, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, as a matter of fact, a perfect example, when I went up a couple of months ago to the Bay Area because my uncle passed away, I went with my brother and my nephew. We rented a car and we stayed at a hotel. I covered the hotel. My nephew did the rent-a-car. And then I think my brother paid for gas. So when the trip was over, it was like, okay, I paid this much. And so you guys owe me, 1/3 of this.
Right.
And then my nephew told me 1/3 of his total. And then my brother said 1/3 of the gas total.
Right.
And that's how we did it. So that it was actually equal, So I don't understand why they're doing it this way. But anyway, that's not even the question. I would think that if you guys as a group decided to not buy insurance, trip insurance, airline insurance for any of this, any parts of this trip, and somebody can't make it, then somebody just can't make it. That's the way it is. Like, if you weren't going with them and you couldn't make it, you wouldn't get any money back from anybody. So why would you get any money back now? And this also happened to me as well.
Wow.
When I went to New York a couple years ago, we were supposed to be going with 2 other couples plus one of the couple, and the other couples were bringing like all the, we were leaving, we left Danya at home, or we were planning to leave Danya home. But my other friends were like bringing their grown and half-grown kids and all this kind of stuff. So it was just it turned into this huge thing. I was thinking it was going to be 6, 3 couples, but it turned into this huge thing.
Right.
All these families or whatever. So we got accommodations for, all these people. And I changed the trip around, whatever, to accommodate everybody. Now, it sucked that nobody made it. But I would say, like, to the credit of my friends are not crazy like this or whatever. Not one person tried to say, oh, I need my money back or whatever.
Wow.
Because they knew it was like, they paid their money. It's non-refundable. That's the way the trip goes.
Right.
They can't make it. It sucks that nobody made it. It sucks that we also made concessions that we didn't need to make because based on people who were coming and didn't even come.
Right.
And so now we were stuck doing some stuff that we didn't want to do. And they didn't even show up. And we were staying in a freaking mini mansion.
Wow. By ourselves.
You know, but it is what it is. But like I said, to the credit of the type of friends I have, because like I have good friends. Like I have those friends that when we go out and the bill comes and we do it was like too much money. You know what I mean? Rather than those friends there's not enough money.
Right.
You know, so that's the